Well, I think it is working, and there will be other currencies like it that may be even better.
Small transactions, the fees are just too high when you have banks and ATMs and all that. If we take the cell phone and just use digital currency, then you can have all those financial services.
Bitcoin is a technology experiment that was launched around 9 years ago as an experiment in independent money, or as it's better known, decentralized digital currency. Decentralized meaning it is a system that works without a central bank or a single currency. How does it work and why should I trust it, you ask? Well now, cryptocurrency, blockchain technology. These are terms that not most Kenyans are adversant with. Well, on tonight's feature, we have a sit down with an expert who will actually delve deeper into this myth surrounding cryptocurrency. In our efforts to shed light on these two terms, we meet Peter Oduba, a seasoned cryptocurrency expert with over 3 years' experience under his belt.
I'm the CEO and founder of Giants Capital. Well, my company deals with blockchain technologies and cryptocurrency investments.
We get right into it.
Blockchain technology is simply a public ledger where you can store data on transactions, land registry, birth certificates. Yeah, so what we are used to is the traditional way of storing data on a centralized ledger, let's say banks, as the middleman. If bank account A sends money to bank account B, that transaction will be saved on a centralized ledger that only the banks can view. But now through blockchain, we have a public ledger where now anybody else can access the same data online through Google.
Blockchain technology is applicable in various sectors in the economy as it makes transactions transparent, democratic, decentralized, efficient, and secure.
I'm sure Kenyans are already conversant with that digital currency known as M-Pesa. Yeah. Now imagine a cryptocurrency works in a different way, where its value is gained from supply and demand.
In particular, it is causing ripple effects in the banking sector, as it can give financial services to people across the world while also enabling anyone to send money across borders almost instantly with minimal fee. To make this easier, picture a universal M-Pesa model which can be used to transact money anywhere in the world.
Bitcoin came into existence after the 2008 economic crash in America, which brought about a huge disruption of purchasing power all over the world because you have people who deal with international landlordship.
As we soon found out, cryptocurrency applies this technology in its day-to-day transactions, hence getting rid of any middlemen, as is the case with the fiat form of money where central banks stand as the middlemen. Interestingly, anyone can start their own cryptocurrency, and that is where the catch is.
After the government regulates the cryptos, automatically will open a brand new space where ideas now can be funded through ICOs.
But a dark shadow hangs on the acceptance, inception and trading of virtual currencies in the country as the Central Bank of Kenya came out against the inception of virtual currencies, cushioning the public on its risks. One thing that sends a red flag is the unregulation part.
We haven't yet been regulated by the governments, which opens a very big opportunity for scams to come into the market.
President Uhuru Kenyatta's government gave way to a task force under the guidance of ICT Cabinet Minister Joe Musheru to investigate how Kenya can gain from blockchain technology. And according to Peter, this is a precursor of things to come.
Basically, what the Abyss coin is like electronic arts. That's if you're a PlayStation fanatic, you know about electronic arts. They make games, yeah? So Abyss is also the same. It's going to be making games, but now on a decentralized ledger, where now a developer and game players, like most of you guys know, like in FIFA, there's a beginner, then there's expert.
Kenya as a country is in the forefront in the inception of virtual currency. Nurucoin and Onyx Coin being the front runners. Just as in public listed companies, companies can secure funding in different ways through angel investors, the initial public offerings, and ICOs. During an IPO, a company puts up its shares for sale to the public, initially at cheap prices. If the company becomes successful, the shares will, as a result, grow in value.
Imagine somebody needs capital to start something, so they have an idea. So they say, we're going to give you some tokens of value in exchange for this amount of money, roughly let's say 1 million Kenya shillings. If we empower you with that 1 million Kenya shillings, you can at least propel your business to the next level. So what we do is actually we empower innovations in our country.
We inquired on whether these two companies are viable investment avenues.
Banks normally send money from one bank to another in big chunks, billions of US dollars. Yeah. Now, Ripple is going to be used as a mediator between these two banks, so you can have a more secure transaction.
And perhaps, as a word of advice to future investors, Peter Oduba had this to say.
So basically, for you to know a legitimate business opportunity, when you go to their website and you download their white paper, then you read it. First of all, it has to solve a certain economic problem that's there in the moment. Second, it has to have service in that marketplace.
Despite the numerous red flags that have come about with the inception of virtual currency, like the ban on Google Ads and Facebook, it has been rumored that blockchain will do to banking what the internet did to media. Now, the conversation about cryptocurrency in regards to the merits and demerits it might have to the Kenyan economy is something that is ongoing. But perhaps to borrow a leaf, steps taken by various first world countries towards regulating cryptocurrency, especially the US of A and Russia, can perhaps be a talking point in the future of this all-important currency. Jessy Rogers, KUTV.